And we just want to talk about the pain and inflammation eye patch, Sally. Can you give us some specifics about how this works and what's in it?
Yeah, the patches work by frequency. So they're two-layer. The top layer is a holographic disc. The bottom layer is a Band-Aid type material that's made by 3M, so it's made to stick on your skin. It's hypoallergenic, so it people that have very sensitive skin, it does not usually bother them. But if it does bother you, you can always flip the disc over and you can tape it on too. But what they do is they contain frequency. So they're just energy. So what the pain and inflammation patch does is it helps your body to deal with pain and inflammation. And it also will help biofilms to dissolve. So there's frequencies in the pain and inflammation patch that help with structural pain and movement. So you can just, we've got a lot of people who have ease of movement, have less pain, and are just able to live life to a more fuller degree because they become less painful. And that just is a really big problem in our society with pain. We
Well,
also
that all
have some,
comes from inflammation, which is part of the healing process, but gets blocked up. So
yeah,
frequencies specifically for inflammation to get that when the inflammation goes away, the pain goes away.
yeah. So that's why we have frequencies in there that will help that. We also have frequencies in there that will help nerve inflammation because nerve inflammation can cause pain issues too. And then there's frequencies in there, the TENS frequencies, which are really popular for pain and inflammation. We have frequencies in there of the TENS frequencies. We also have patchouli frequencies and arnica, which are really good for pain. And they're real similar when you're using the discs with the frequency. Your body reacts to it as if you were taking the substance. So that's why we put all these different frequencies in there that are really going to help. And then also we put in gem therapy. So there's yellow in there because yellow is very healing, helps with bone healing and just your muscles healing. And then there's also frequencies in there that are going to help with trauma because we don't you think of trauma as something of an external thing, but even just somebody falling or having a shoulder that hurts day after day after day, that can cause trauma in the body and the reaction. So we have frequencies in there that are going to help with that. So it's a
So
very powerful patch.
what I love about this pain and inflammation patch is it carries all of the iHerqules frequencies in it. And it's bathing your body 24/7 for 3 days at a time.
Yeah.
So you're getting all of that. You're also getting EMF grounding and 5G grounding so that that's not interfering with your pain and inflammation. And then all
Yeah.
of these other frequencies that your body can just pick and choose from. We're
Yeah, and the iHercules being in there just takes this patch to the next level where it's just being so helpful to people because you're just bathing the body in the iHercules frequencies 24/7 every day, which is extremely powerful.
Yeah, I love it. I now, if somebody has really chronic pain, how do you recommend that they get started?
I would recommend that they put a patch on their left side. They're made to be worn on the upper left side of the body, and that's your receiving side. So you're going to be able to utilize and receive all of the frequency. But you also can take a second patch. You can either place it on the right side on the upper body, or you can put it right on your pain. So if you have, pain in your lower back, then you want to place a second patch right on that pain.
And when somebody has really chronic pain or really severe pain, this is what we're finding is when you get started, you need to break that pain cycle. So using two of the patches and even adding another patch, which would be the stress and anxiety patch, because anybody that's got chronic pain also has stress and anxiety and is in fight or flight, which
Yeah.
makes it, And once you've broken that pain cycle, then you can usually just go back down. So I've got one on right there. You can usually just go back down to one patch.
Correct. Yeah, it's important to get, to hit it kind of hard in the beginning because you want to break that and so that you can just calm the body down and help it. And then as a daily, ongoing, then you can just wear one patch once you've actually calmed that down.
We've had so many amazing testimonials with these. Oh my gosh. I mean, if somebody is in pain and you've got a patch that you can say to them, here, let me put this on you. This may just help with that pain.
Yeah.
I mean, and
I
then it
actually
does.
wore the pain patch, and this was a while ago, so it didn't have the iHerqules in it, so now it's even more powerful. But I put one on my upper left side, and I had uh, hit my toe, my little toe with a door jamb. I tripped on it and I actually broke my toe, and they didn't do anything for a broken toe. So I put a patch on my toe and I put one on my left side, and I never had any pain at all from my broken toe. And I was just amazed. I should say one time I had pain when it was time to change it and I took a shower and I took it off and I was thinking, oh, I'm not in any pain. I don't need to put this patch back on. And by the time I got out of the shower, I was like, I got to get out of the shower and get these patches back on because my toe hurt so bad. So that to me was like just really wow. That did a whole lot because I have used the patches for years and loved them. And I thought, well, I don't have any pain. And it was just, I mean, it was taking care of all of it.
Well, and that's why it's so important to always have these on hand. You know,
Yeah.
you should always have them on hand because you never know when you're going to break your toe. I mean, and that is a
Yeah.
or just have any kind of injury, or your kids or your grandkids or your friends. You need to have them around. They're like for emergencies. They really are.
Yeah. And if you have a friend or a relative that has pain and they're really suffering, you have the patches on hand, you can give them one to try and they'll be like, wow, they'll get to see the benefits. I also, when I travel, I make sure that I take them. I don't leave home without my arsenal of different patches because I want to make sure that when I'm traveling, I have them.
It is, that's a good term. It's an arsenal. Your wellness arsenal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. So I want to read a couple of testimonials about the pain and inflammation iPatch. I've been using iHerqules since it was released and I've had great results. And I was really excited when you came out with the iPatches, as I've had arthritis for many years and from time to time major flare-ups. At one point I could only walk with crutches. Recently it's flared up again along with neck pain and from a nerve pain in my neck and face. And I have only used 5 of the pain and inflammation patches. The results have been amazing. The pain is gone. I changed my auto ship to iPatch and added a second iPatch to go along with the iRevive. I am looking forward to additional results. Here's another. My daughter's married to a man who's always negative about any wellness product. He hurt his shoulder in the gym and was in so much pain, he agreed to putting on an eye patch. He just called from the gym and said, you need to get more of those for me. Here's another one. I have arthritis pretty bad in my left knee. I had an x-ray of my left knee less than a month ago, and it's bone on bone. I put the pain patch on my left side and went to the grocery store. As I was walking into the store, about 20 minutes after I had put the pain patch on, I did a deep knee bend with no pain, no crunching, no cracking in my knee. I was pain-free and did not feel like my knee was going to give out on me. This was unbelievable, and I was just standing there smiling. It's been so long since I could do a deep knee bend without pain or hearing ungodly noises. Yeah, I'm happy. This patch is great. Here's another one. Something amazing happened to me 3 days ago. I sprained my left elbow and immediately had a pain level about 7 with elbow joint hurt with pain. So I applied the pain patch, and the pain and inflammation was dropped down to about a level 3. And in 3 hours, the swelling was gone. After 24 hours, the pain level was down to 1. The elbow had just a little bit of discomfort. And on the third day, I removed the patches and all the issues were gone. This is amazing. iPatches need to be kept in stock around the house, just like bandages. You never know when you're going to need one. Here's another one. I love these because these are just so honest and they're about every kind of ache and pain. I just wanted to share phenomenal results I've experienced with the pain and inflammation patch. I've suffered moderate lumbar back pain for several years, and thankfully, I can report it was greatly reduced with iHerqules. I received my iPatches last week. I used the pain and inflammation patch on my upper left side and one on my low back. And within the first hour, I started experiencing a marked reduction in the burning pain that I usually have. It was like, really? Wow. The most remarkable thing, it's also reduced my level of stress anxiety. And here's another one. Eye patches are wonderful. I had pain in my feet, and after applying just one patch for pain and inflammation, the intensity went down from an 8 to a 4. On the third day, I added a second patch and the pain was gone. I truly believe these patches are miraculous.